If it's in Hampton Roads, it's on the Hampton Roads Show.
Welcome to the Hampton Roads Show. The Thanksgiving countdown is on. Coming up today, we'll hear from the folks at One Life Fitness in Norfolk about some great ways to get moving before you settle in for that holiday feast.
Plus, if your holiday means a house full of kids, we're here to help. Our friends from Tidewater Parent have some great ideas on how to get the kids involved in the Turkey Day festivities without setting foot in the kitchen.
Wow. And in the kitchen today, we have Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina. He's here to cook up a seafood feast. Check it out. He's making rockfish with Dr. Pepper sauce, oysters D, and scallop chalupa.
And ever wonder how our colonial ancestors made their Thanksgiving feast? We sent our Face of Fox Tracy Page to Yorktown Victory Center to find out. That's coming up on this week's Tracy Tries It.
Those segments are always so much fun.
It is a lot of fun.
Puts his best effort in there.
Good Monday morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Countdown to Turkey Day, right?
Countdown. What do we got? 4 days? 3 days?
Well, you're counting.
You tell somebody who's not cooking. When is it again?
When do we eat?
Which day is it?
How was everybody's weekend?
It was great.
Yeah.
The weather was fantastic. We took the kids down to the Grand Illumination Parade on Saturday night, which was really fun. And it was fun to see the light rail trains packed. You know, a lot of people use the trains to come in back and forth. It was cool.
Perfect example for your light rail. Perfect time to use it, too.
I know it.
With all that congestion.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had to dust off the old figure skates. No, I'm just kidding. I rented them. We were out at MacArthur Ice. Tracy Page, Nicole, David Culver, Alvita, Tom Shad. We were all out there getting our skate on Friday, and it actually, or Saturday, it was so warm. Oh, who's that? I did fall once. They didn't catch that on camera, but it was a lot of fun. The rink right there at MacArthur Mall, and it was actually warm. Like, we were all taking layers of our clothes off, like the jackets and everything, because it was so warm. And then I took my little cousin out there yesterday, got him on the ice. So it was a lot of fun. I took ice skating lessons when I was little, but we're little, you guys. I know you're laughing at me. When I was like 10, maybe, and then brought him back out. But
when she was 10 and we were 35.
Yeah.
No?
But I'm also excited because my parents, which I talk about them a lot on the show, they all know they live in Alaska. They're actually in the air right now, flying here. So I just kind of wanted to start with one of our hot topics. What are your travel plans for the Thanksgiving holiday? Are you one that generally stays put and everybody may come to your house, or do you get on a plane or travel by car and go visit your family and friends? Usually, this is what I think the third year that my parents have flown out to me wherever I was at for Thanksgiving.
Well, that's
so that's
nice.
because it's easier for them just to get to me than me fly all the way to Alaska. But
you know, the holiday traveling has already begun in the Reckling family. We have several of our family members already in town. Not just a weekend, they're making it a whole week.
Nice.
So Debbie and Sam from Northern Virginia, they're here. Hey, and they're watching the show for the first time. So a shout out to them, and we hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving along with everyone else coming to Hampton Roads.
We typically travel at Christmas time, so at Thanksgiving we stay close to Fort Fury, but say the doors open if anybody wants to come down and visit us. But in the news this morning, there was actually a story saying that if people waited until Tuesday, they could actually get better deals on Thanksgiving flights than people who booked 2 months in advance, because now by then the airlines will have an idea of which seats are still open, and then they're going to run a lot of specials. This is according to travel agents say it's worth checking on Tuesday to make that last minute decision to tell the host to set an extra place if you want to go somewhere. But some people are cry foul, that the procrastinators win when those who planned.
My parents had considered flying in on Thanksgiving Day because the ticket was much cheaper, but my dad is Mr. Traditional and was like, nope, we're going to be there, go shopping, and eat on Thanksgiving
Good
Day.
for them. I hope they bring their skates with them.
I'm going to take them out there.
Take them ice skating at MacArthur Center.
They're coming from 8 degrees to like 66, so anything will be good for them.
Well, we've met Arion's mom already, but we're looking forward to meeting your dad too.
Bring him into the studio.
I am.
I can't wait to talk to him.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So.
I wonder if they're football fans.
My dad,
Yeah, well, if they're football fans and they're sticking around this weekend, they've got someone they can root for. We've got a huge weekend in football coming up. Virginia Tech. But look at this. For the first time ever, Norfolk State Old Dominion will play in the first round of the playoffs. It is a first for both programs. It is huge news here in the Hampton Roads market because right now the battle lines have been drawn. Who are you rooting for? Norfolk State, Old Dominion. It's a huge battle. Both teams are 9-2. Both teams in the playoffs for the very first time ever. They will meet Saturday, 1:30 at Foreman Field. The two schools are 4.2 miles apart. It is a historic day for local football fans, and can't wait to see what happens. It's
Yeah.
kind of hard to say because it's the playoffs, and tickets are on sale, and they will go fast.
Oh yeah, people
They
were
will
lining
sell
up
out
this morning, at
20,000.
least in Norfolk State.
Wow.
People were already lined up really early this morning to try to get tickets to that game.
Everybody's talking about
Had
it.
a couple Norfolk State alumni here. I know Tracy Page, of course.
Tracy
That's who he's
Page.
rooting for. Antonio, some of our behind-the-scenes people.
Yep.
I'm going to go for either or. I mean, I support both teams. There you go.
That's safe.
Support
You
both
know,
teams.
I've been close to both programs for so long that it's hard for me to pick a winner in it.
Yeah.
So I'm just hoping for a good game.
good
And
game, yeah.
I mean, it's going to be neat.
It
And
is
you know,
neat.
and I'll be watching that very closely along with the Virginia Tech game, which both the winner of that game will go to the ACC championship game. That's on Saturday as well. So we've got huge week in football coming up.
right.
Huge week in sports.
All
Football
right.
and food.
That's right.
All right, so 2 ways you can join our conversation this morning. Let us know who you're rooting for, what your travel plans are for the big holiday. You can go to our Facebook page, or you can follow us on Twitter at HR_show. On this Monday morning, nobody can complain about the weekend weather. It was just gorgeous out there.
Yeah, I mean, it really was nice yesterday, especially. We got up to 76 degrees.
Yeah.
Wow.
International. We heated it up quite a bit there with the southwest wind. I was out in the evening time, and you know, I was just doing a little yard work because I kind of didn't get a chance the rest of the day, and it didn't feel like it's in the fall. I mean, it felt like it was late summer.
Yeah.
It was beautiful out. It was just gorgeous.
Well, tell us it's going to
So-
stick around.
Yeah, there's the bad news. Well, we'll see mild temperatures next couple of days. Not a
That's
big
good.
cool down today, but we are going to see temperatures in the 60s. Let's take a look. 65 is the high for today. That's kind of an average because we're going to go down a little bit. We'll come back up to the mid-60s. A few showers this morning, but then as we get into the rest of the day, I don't think we'll see much rain. Tomorrow, a better chance of rain, but a high of 70, so there's your warm weather coming back for a little bit. Wednesday's mild, 68, but temperatures will drop. And then Thursday, temperatures will be in the upper 50s for highs. We'll see mostly sunny skies, and then getting into Friday for all those shoppers, we'll see some good weather. Temperatures in the 40s in the morning and 60s for the afternoon. So we got some good weather coming in here. Just one day where we get a big cool down. That's just in time for Thanksgiving, but at least it's dry weather.
That turkey looks awfully nervous.
He's pardoned. He's the weather turkey. He's
Yeah,
got pardoned,
okay.
so he's not gonna be on anybody's plate, I don't think. Let's see what we got going on here for the pop quiz for the day. First clue is, good God, y'all. Second one, a peninsula landmark, guns big and small, and lots of green. So yeah, you got to narrow the field down there with the peninsula wording. So good luck with that.
Monday
And,
morning teaser right there.
and-
For sure.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, you should, because we've had it somewhat before. I've tweaked it a little bit, yeah.
I think I know it.
All right, very good.
You think you
Good
did.
luck.
Well, if you do
luck.
know it, you could win a 4-pack of tickets to MacArthur on Ice and to go ice skating and take the family for Thanksgiving weekend. The ice is down and it's time to go skating.
All right, and it's going to stay there through January 16th. That's pretty cool. All right, we have more on the grand opening Saturday. WAVY TV and our sister station Fox 43, of course, proud sponsors of MacArthur on Ice. You already got to see a little bit of Tom Shad doing his thing. He's a Pittsburgh kid, so he's from Pennsylvania.
He's a hockey guy.
He was a good skater. So Ariane did pretty well, but she skated over to the kitchen.
I did. I'm going to put my chef skills to work. Joining us now in the kitchen with Chef Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You
Thanks
didn't
for having me.
you didn't burn yourself last time. We had the flame
No.
issue, but we're good to go.
I lived with him. Let's see if I burned myself this
All
time.
right, so you're making us 3 dishes.
Yes, ma'am.
What's with the Dr. Pepper sauce?
Actually, the other night, my son, he's in the Culinary Institute of America up in New York, and he's going to be a chef, and I said, make me something. And so he made me something with Jack Daniels, Dr. Pepper, and I said, I'm going to do that on TV.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so what's going on at the restaurant?
Well, we're open all week. The Outer Banks is happening on Thanksgiving week. A lot of families like to come down there, chill out down there. We do a big Thanksgiving buffet on Thursday. Starts at 10:30 in the morning, and we're open all day long. I do a lot of traditional and a lot of stuff with twists, just like the Dr. Pepper.
Gotcha. All right, so if people are looking for something to do, they don't have it together yet, what they want to do for Thanksgiving, come on down to Red Sky Cafe.
Call
and
us.
We'll definitely hook them up.
We will hook them up.
All right, sounds good. We're going to get back and put my knife skills to work, too, when we come back in the kitchen.
Yes, ma'am.
The doctor's in the house.
He is, I know, Dr. Pepper. All right, still ahead on the Hampton Roadshow, Amelia Baker from Green Alternatives joins us with some fun and, of course, environmentally friendly Thanksgiving-themed crafts.
And speaking of Turkey Day, if you're setting up the kids' table for your holiday feast, put them to work. Our friends from Tidewater Parent join us with some great activities that will keep the kids involved in the spirit of the season.
And if you feel that sting of regret after indulging in a Turkey Day feast, the folks from One Life Fitness in Norfolk will share some great ways you can earn that belly full of holiday goodness with a few great races to work up the appetite.
Fish and the oysters, man.
All right, back in the kitchen this morning with Chef Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina, cooking up a huge seafood feast today. We're going to start with our rockfish with Dr. Pepper sauce and oysters D. What's
ma'am.
the D?
Well,
Just
I just
a cool
named
name?
it D because F was sounded kind of weird. So what we
Oysters F.
what we
Okay.
got is oysters D is sort of a Cajun dish.
Okay.
And a lot of people do fried oysters, which rock and roll.
Yeah.
But some people like to do them a little bit different.
Okay.
Now, also, I want you to see that scallion perfect.
I
Just cut the
am
streaks.
going to make them cool as you explain what we're doing. Okay.
Yep. Got my mushrooms going.
I love how you use all these vegetables in your dishes too.
And the rockfish,
Like that? Okay.
I've got the rockfish. It's really kind of scallopini, okay? Rockfish is right over here. What it is North Carolina rockfish.
Okay.
Right now, down on the Outer Banks, there's a lot of good things going on. And if you like to fish like Chris over there, fishing rock and rolls this time of year. So what do we do with the local one? What is that? The scallion just flew in my- oh my God.
He just got
Okay.
away. I apologize.
We're going to add to that then and throw some more in right there.
Okay.
This dish should not take very long. I'm
Now,
gonna
rockfish, for those who haven't had it, is it a pretty mild fish?
It's white, flaky, it's very mild.
Okay.
Caught right off the surf. You can go out and catch them in the boats. A lot of fun to catch.
Okay.
Now, the Dr. Pepper is, my son got kind of creative. I want you to take the heads off those.
Oh, okay.
And so basically we just took Dr. Pepper.
Were they supposed to fall?
Oh, Lord have mercy. She needs clear direction over here. Okay.
All right.
Just the
I
bare
got you.
tips
Just the
like
bare
that.
tip.
But
Okay.
that's okay. We're going to make it work.
You know what? We'll make it work. All right. Continue.
That's the Alaskan knife skills. Cut it all off. Okay, we got the rockfish. We're browning it on each side.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it with a little bit of sun-dried tomato cherries.
Okay. Pretty simple dishes that folks can do at home, or they can just come down to your restaurant and
I
you can
call
dish
it
up for them, right?
simple recipes for complicated people.
Yeah.
Okay, I got Cajun spice, kosher salt, and cracked pepper. Look how our oysters are already plump and firmed
wow.
up.
You know, I had my first oyster raw at the Signature Chefs event that I hosted a couple weeks back in
As
Virginia
much as
Beach.
you've been traveling around, that's the
Yeah,
first time
you
you've had an
know,
oyster
it was
raw.
the first time. I know, I got to get more.
I'm going to hit it with a little bit of white wine.
Okay.
We're going to hit it with a little bit of butter. Our rockfish is just simmering over here.
All right.
I like the pan a little bit hotter.
This is so cool, Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, a little bit of Jack Daniels. Takes the edge off Grandma.
Yeah.
A little bit more. This is just a little bit of chicken stock.
Okay. Now, what if people out there are like Coke and Pepsi fans? Do you recommend maybe
You know what?
they
You can do it
try
with
that?
Coke. You can do it with Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
A friend of mine told me one time, he said if you had an original thought in your mind, it would die from loneliness. So basically just take everything that you see me doing
Okay.
and kind of whip it up.
All right.
Now I added the butter and I'm incorporating it into the sauce. It's going to
Okay.
be kind of sweet.
All right.
I am going to hit it with a little bit of kosher salt and cracked pepper.
Okay.
And look at that. Makes a nice creamy sauce.
That's good.
In the second
Smells
half,
good.
I'm going to do sweet potato hash.
Ooh.
That's what we're going to
Okay.
serve it on. This is a pasta dish.
Didn't you use some of this last time?
Well,
We
yeah.
made the comfort food.
I did. But last time, what did we do with it last time?
We did it.
Sort of like an Alfredo
yeah.
style type thing. That's how it is. Just simple, to the point.
This Cajun kick seasoning that you just
You
threw in.
got
It's like
it.
secret seasoning.
I like it a little
apologize
spicy.
for these green onions. We could use them in another
Oh,
dish.
right here. Look at
You know
this.
what?
You know
Hey,
what? Perfect.
we
There you go. Now
I
it's
meant
going
to
to really
do that
have a
for you to
nice
have
little.
that. That's my twist to it.
So basically,
Is that finished?
that's pretty much done. And
Okay.
that's going to really taste good.
All right.
Now this over here, we're going to plate this on our next segment.
Okay.
And we're going to do the scallops chalupa.
Now, chalupa, more normally people would think like Mexican food.
And that's
or we have
basically
a
what it
twist to
is. It's a southwestern dish.
Uh-huh.
And basically, the chalupa is like, we had a lot of Latinos that work
Mm-hmm.
with us up there. We love the people. I get a lot of recipes from
Yeah.
them and the culture. And basically, I thought it was something like from Taco Bell, you know what I mean? But actually, what it is like it's a Mexican flower girl that sells in a canoe, flowers
okay. I
in
didn't know
Mexico
that.
City.
Uh-huh.
And I've got this little fella that gives me the insight on some of this
All right,
stuff.
so we're going to put a twist to it by putting it with scallops. All right, our oyster D, and then our rockfish with the Dr. Pepper sauce. I can't wait to taste that because Dr. Pepper is one of my favorites.
You got it,
So we're going to
babe.
plate these in the next segment and then get started on our scallops chalupa. Chef Wes, always a pleasure. Thank you.
Here we go.
All right, staying fit isn't easy, especially with a belly full of turkey. And the Fixins joining us now with some great ideas to get you motivated to move and earn that turkey dinner is Jen Johns, certified personal trainer and instructor for One Life Fitness in Norfolk. Jen, of course, I guess it's pretty obvious why this time of year, around the holidays, it's important to get out and move more than ever.
Yes, definitely. Most people tend to relax, sleep in, eat way too much, and then watch the football games, drink little.
Go back for seconds.
Go back for seconds, and then just chill out the rest of the day and forget to be active.
Okay, so the most important thing is to maybe earn that meal, and there's many ways you can do it, especially on Thanksgiving Day. Tell us one about the Turkey Derby.
Well, we have our 5th annual One Life Turkey Derby this year, and we have a 5K, a 10K, Williams Mile, and this year we added the SEAL Team Memorial Challenge.
So a great way to get started on that Thanksgiving is to go out to the Turkey Derby, and it's for a great cause. Tell us more about William Yancey Jr.
William Yancey Jr. was born really early. He was a micropreemie. He has therapies that he has to go through. We're hoping this year he will be able to walk a lot of his special 1 mile event. Team Hoyt's going to be participating with us. So he is what the money goes to for the 5K and the 10K. And when you do the SEAL Team Memorial Challenge, we have a family who lost their hero in the helicopter crash on August 6th. So that money for the SEAL Team Challenge will go to that family. So 2 great families. So
this is the 5th year of the event. Tell me about the last couple of years and how well received it was.
We've had a great race this past couple years. This will be our biggest one. It is at the Sportsplex and in Virginia Beach. It's really simple to get to. It's right down the street from One Life Fitness Virginia Beach, and it's a cross-country trail run. Running strollers do really well out there, and it's going to be beautiful.
If anyone who wants to sign up, how can they get involved and how can they sign up?
We have online registration from up until the 22nd. At midnight, and they can sign up at any One Life Fitness location, or they can sign up on race day.
Okay, we always talk about this time of year that around after the holidays, we talk about people getting ready and getting back into shape. But why not start right now, Jen? Right?
This is a great way to get started. You don't have to run the whole thing. You don't have to train for it. You can just get up in the morning and say, hey, I want to do something for a good cause, and just show up. You can walk the entire thing. You know, we've got One Life Fitness trainers out there that are going to get you stretched out and warmed up. So, you know, it's a great way to get started.
And earn that meal. It always makes it a little bit easier when you go back for seconds and watching the football. Go out and get activated. And this is a great way to get started.
Exactly. You know, you come out there, you burn a couple hundred calories, you know, and then when you sit down to have that Thanksgiving Day meal, you feel like you've earned it.
Makes it a little easier when you go back for that pecan pie. One Life Fitness in Norfolk, you can get in touch with them at 248-4800 or check them out online, onelifefitness.com. They're on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, and we'll link them to our website. Jen Johns, have a great weekend and good luck out there at the Turkey Derby Trot.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, we're in the buzz. Man, think about working out and food and all that stuff.
Goes together.
It does. But Thanksgiving is coming up. A lot of people are getting ready for their travel plans. I'm excited because my family is going to be here. Well, my mom and dad are flying in. So are you one that travels or stays put? Or like you said, you guys normally just stay put and then go
We stay put.
travel for Christmas?
Yes, we do. Deborah says she's staying in. She's only going about 5 miles to her mother-in-law's to eat some good food. Cheryl says she stays right here in the 757, and she's going to be the one doing the cooking. Teresa says everyone comes to her house and she cooks. I love what Amanda said. She said, we always either travel across the country or have family visit. This year it's just us, and I'm making only what my kids love for Thanksgiving. Looking forward to a peaceful, relaxing holiday.
That is so true, because you spend so many hours in the kitchen preparing even the night before.
Right.
And then it's for that quick moment you eat, and then everybody's just unbuttoning that top button and watching
But
football.
only what the kids love, that would be like a platter of marshmallows. It would be very
And
much
all
like
the
the Peanuts Thanksgiving. Remember when they had like toast, jelly beans, popcorn? Like if my kids designed the menu, syrup, marshmallows.
Pancakes and waffles. Happy Thanksgiving! Well, a lot of people this weekend, if you're an ODU fan or Norfolk State fan, are going to be having their eyes glued to the game of the playoffs. First game of the season. For the first time ever, these two schools are going to be going against each other. So we just wanted to know, who are you rooting for? Denise Whitley says, we are season ticket holders for ODU. Mike B says, my alma mater, ODU. He says, go Big Blue. This guy, Tracy Page, not sure who that is. Anyways, on Facebook, he says, I'm definitely trying to be in attendance for this game. Shout out to my Spartan fam. Behold, the green and the gold.
I know. You know the Spartan football program, it's been around for a long time, like way longer than, ODU, and everybody got very excited when ODU had a football program, and rightfully so. But this is a great reminder that there are two big programs in the city. Now they're going to face off.
Right down the street from each other. Awesome.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for sending us your comments. Thanksgiving means family, and family means children. Up next on the Hampton Roadshow, the folks from Tidewater Parent are going to join us with some great ideas to keep the kids busy and happy this holiday.
And our Face of Fox, Tracy Page, heads up to the Yorktown Victory Center to make some tasty Turkey Day treats the way it was done on the very first Thanksgiving. See what happens when Tracy tries it old school.
But first, there was a big weekend at the movies, and our executive producer, Stephanie Cook, took on the Holiday Movie Challenge with the ease. Up next, she's going to join us with her review of Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 1 and Happy Feet 2.
And don't forget about our pub quiz today. You can win a family 4-pack of passes to skate MacArthur on Ice, and that includes your skate rental. MacArthur on Ice runs now through January 16th. Just log on to thehamptonroadshow.com, click the pop quiz button at the top right-hand corner of your screen. Good luck. All right, it's time to check in on the box office review. Film critic Stephanie Cook pulled double duty.
We gotta get on it.
Okay, let's go. You saw Twilight, Breaking Dawn, and then Happy Feet.
That's right. So so good news and bad news at the box office this holiday weekend. We're going to start with the bad so we can end on a happy feet note.
Oh, boy.
Okay, I'm going to say the full title only once. It's The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1. It is the continuing love triangle between Bella the human, Edward the vampire, and Jacob the werewolf. I'm going to say the full title only once. Don't ask me to say it again.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, one of the things that I want you to know is that it begins with the marriage of Edward and Bella. This has been long awaited.
Yes.
She has resisted him for a long time. This means now that when she marries him, she must become a vampire herself. Really unhappy, though, is Jacob when he learns Bella has decided to have sex as a human before Edward bites her and turns her immortal. Apparently, this is going to be very bad for her. She's waited 3 movies and books for this moment, so she can have it as a human if she wants it. I just think Jacob needs to back off on that one. Okay, so it is a long music video-esque span of movie later that Bella and Edward have actually married, traveled to Brazil, then to an island, destroyed a bed, gone cliff diving, played chess. And we learn it's been 14 days. And Bella is now pregnant. Dun, dun, dun. The rest of the movie is really spent trying to keep Bella alive. The Cullens and Jacob rally to keep the baby rapidly growing inside her from killing her, and to keep the circling members of Jacob's wolf tribe from killing her, because apparently having this baby violates some treaty. But eventually, Bella goes into labor, and one of the grossest childbirth scenes ever put to film rolls out before you. That's all I have to say about that. Okay, here's the summary of the movie, though. Taylor Lautner still cannot act. Rob Pattinson, still brooding. Kristen Stewart actually shows a little depth and dimension here in her acting. And there are stretches of movie that are just set to music, and badly so, advancing the story with no dialogue, good or bad, depending on this movie. I mean, I have pros and cons on both sides of it. And then there's a scene with talking wolves. It was almost like gift wrapping a parody for me.
Really?
Yes. It's really no use to critique it any more than this. So if you love the books and the films, you will really enjoy this. Likely. You're likely to. If you are DABAF, that's dragged along by a fan, you might want to enjoy Spirit before you go.
Oh,
that's
boy.
just a suggestion
2
on my
cookies.
part. I'm giving it 2 cookies, only because Rob Pattinson's still so cute.
Okay. Thank goodness for that, because it doesn't seem like it leaves much.
It is the only thing that really saves it. Okay, so from not enough dialogue in one movie to too much, possibly, Happy Feet 2 finds the penguin nation of the first movie still dancing away in Antarctica while the ice is still melting. Mumble, Elijah Wood, now has a baby penguin, Eric. He's actually got a couple of baby penguins, but the main point is Eric.
Okay.
He is not a dancer. This is tragic.
Oh, man.
And he strikes out with some friends looking for what he is actually good at.
He's like the elf who wanted to be a dentist.
He is! He is, Hermie. Eric is gone, and Mumble realizes it, so he goes out looking for Eric and his friends. Meanwhile, there's a parallel plot going on under the ice with some newcomers, Will the Krill, played by Brad Pitt, and Bill the Krill, played by Matt Damon. They decide to leave the swarm of krill and strike out to find their purpose. Meanwhile, back on the surface, a chunk of ice has fallen and trapped the Penguin Nation. It's up to the outsiders to try and help them get out before they starve. There's lots of singing and dancing and a lot of talking as they try to figure out what to do. This leads to some really philosophical conversations, a little over the head of the young ones for me. But unbeknownst to the penguins, Bill and Will the Krill are facing their own harrowing adventure on their search below. Soon those stories do intersect without either side even knowing it. Lots of great lessons in the movie. I actually enjoyed this one more than the first one, and I felt the political message big time for the first one kind of overwhelmed that whole movie, and I didn't like that. But here, life lessons and the dance were center stage. Reworked music from LL Cool J and Queen to Justin Timberlake and Puccini are great, but the real highlight for me is the sharp dialogue between Bill and Will. Kudos to Brad and Matt. Also enjoyable characters from Robin Williams, Pink, Sofia Vergara, and Common. I mean, it wasn't spectacular, but I did like it, and I gave it 3 cookies.
All right. Hopefully they found their porpoise. Purpose.
I don't remember porpoise.
All right. What was the purpose of this?
Did you see this?
Oh my gosh. Speaking of Tidewater Parent.
That is right. Well, you're having a big group for Thanksgiving, and you're worried about how to keep the children busy. They won't act up while dads are watching the big game. Joining us now with some great ideas to get the kids involved is Tammy Lindquist from Tidewater Parent Magazine. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you.
So I was reading you're going to your niece's house for dinner, and she's invited 40 people, ranging from what, 9 to 88?
9 months. To 88. It's Olivia's first Thanksgiving, and then my dad's 88.
So you're in charge of the kid table?
Yes, because I'm not much of a cook. So my daughter Kristen and Ingrid decided that's what they're doing with me.
Okay, so you brought some fun things for the kids. Let's talk about it.
Check it out all on our website, and we're linked to Family Fun. And you can do something as simple as download an activity page, use these for placemats. We also have Thanksgiving Day bingo for some of the older ones.
Okay.
And you can use pennies for markers. And if you have 6 playing, even with teens, the one that wins won't have to do chores for a week.
Oh, well, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
Make an incentive behind it.
That's right. Or you can give out little prizes that you get from the Dollar Tree or Oriental Trading.
Okay.
We also have some coloring sheets. This one especially while the dads are watching football. Your little ones can actually color this.
Okay.
And then I made these all by myself. They're
Are these
easily
toilet paper
made.
rolls? Okay.
They're from rolls of either toilet paper or paper towels, little Indian pilgrims.
Okay.
And my daughter's an artist, so I used Kristen's art kits. Uh-oh, I got caught. Oh, well.
So that's all right. You're going to keep them busy.
That's right. And then you can also make a little Tom Turkey out of plastic bags.
Oh,
Don't go out and buy anything. We
Okay.
used everything we had. For example, he has a purple net and a little
This is
blue
just from a
gobbler.
little shopping bag.
Yes.
Oh, how cute is
Plastic
that?
bag.
And
So-
on your website is where they can get the directions of how to do this.
Check out
and
my
make that.
blog. If you can't find it, give me a call.
Okay.
222-3905, and I'll be glad to talk you through it. And
Okay.
also, Oriental Trader has this. This is pretty cool. You can
What's this?
put the kids' hands with some finger paint and save that from year to year. And finally, I thought
make a
this
little
was
turkey.
something really easy. Cut out 4s I'm thankful for, and then the kids can write on it what I'm thankful for. My mom, my dad, my sister, and then hang them up afterwards, and then save them from year to year. And the person who gets to have the Thanksgiving dinner next year can pull these out and talk about what you were thankful for last year.
Oh, how exciting is that? And really quick, how important is it to keep the kids entertained and busy during holidays when you have tons of people in the house?
Very much so, because emotions run high. The moms are tired, they've been cooking, or the dads have been cooking, and you really need to get them engaged and keep them entertained, and that's my job, and I'm going to do it.
All right. Well, I'm wishing you the best of luck. Looks like you already are on the right track. Want to mention that you guys are having a Cover Kids event, a chance to be on the cover. Oh, look, there's that cook. Stephanie's
yeah,
son, on the cover of
Stephanie's son.
Tidewater Parent Magazine, December 2nd from 1 to 6 at McDonald Garden Center on Independence Boulevard in Virginia Beach. The Sugar Plum Fairy and Santa are also going to be there. And don't forget to bring your camera to snap photos of your child and photograph if you want to enter the contest. And for more information, check out Tidewater Parent Magazine. It is the premier parenting publication in Hampton Roads. For more parenting tips and great articles, make sure you pick up your free copy of Tidewater Parent that is available throughout Hampton Roads. You can also connect to them online, as you heard Tammy say, find great deals, read local blogs, and interact with other local parents about issues that concern you most by going online at mytidewatermoms.com. And don't forget to sign up for Tidewater Parents' new e-newsletter, Mom's Minute. We're going to link your website to ours on thehamptonroadshow.com, along with all of these ideas to keep the little ones busy during Thanksgiving. Tammy, thank you so much, and happy Thanksgiving to you.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
All right, Tammy mentioned we think we cook all day, but imagine life before the convection oven.
That's right. Now I see, hey, who's that cute kid over your shoulder?
Oh my gosh.
All right, you think it was making, we're going to go old-fashioned style for you this week. Face of Fox Tracy Page takes it back to colonial times, and this week's Tracy tries it as he learns how it was done on the very first Thanksgiving. And we'll check in with Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe. He's tearing it up in the Hampton Roads Show kitchen, making a seafood feast we can all be thankful for.
Here we go.
All right, we are back in the Hampton Roads Show kitchen with Chef Wes Stepp from Red Sky Cafe in Duck, North Carolina, cooking up a seafood feast today. We already did our rockfish with Dr. Pepper sauce, oysters D, and now we're working on our scallops chalupa.
You got it.
All right,
Basically,
what are we doing?
I've already pan sauteed the scallops a little bit, about 2 minutes, and got them nice and brown, as you can see. I've got a little bit of bacon, a little bit of olive oil in there.
Okay.
Now, your parents are coming in for the week, right?
They are.
All right, from Alaska.
From Alaska.
Well, you need to bring them
They're all
down.
about seafood, too.
All about seafood. You need to bring them down to Duck. I was telling you a little bit about
Yes.
it. Duck is beautiful, quaint, little village. You can walk from shop to shop. You can, I mean, you don't have, you can park one place and walk all around. And the town of Duck has got a boardwalk going all the way around it.
Okay.
Kathy, who's the event coordinator there at the town of Duck, is doing something next weekend.
Okay.
We're going to do a tapas crawl between Blue Point, Roadside, Red Sky Cafe, and Aqua S, and Sweet Teas, all the restaurants that are in that little area. And we do that in March also with the Taste of the Beach. But it's a nice little break right before Christmas. Come on down to the beach.
Okay.
Visit all of us.
All right, so you get one-stop shop. I like that.
One-stop shop. Just keep walking around.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got the scallops. I got a little pico de gallo, fresh garlic, bacon. Anything with bacon is good.
Yes.
Over here I've got sweet potatoes, which are basically just cubed and been roasted, okay? So it's some way to get rid of some Thanksgiving leftovers.
Yeah.
Now, one big thing about me is I always tell you, the first bite's taken with your eyes. So you're getting ready.
All about
Who's
presentation.
cooking for you this year? Your dad?
My dad can burn some pots, but I'm going to help, too.
Your dad can burn
My
some
dad
pots.
can
I
burn. My
some
mom can
pots.
cook, too. But
All
my
right.
dad, I'm telling you, my dad loves to cook.
Well, good. Well, look, take some of his stuff that he cooks.
Okay.
And find a cool-looking vessel.
All right.
All right? Something to put it on, all right? Because, once again, here we go. First bite's taken with your eyes. So what this is just a little bit of cooked down chipotle peppers. You like it spicy, don't you?
Yes.
Now, you see how I just did that with the back of the spoon?
That's all you got to do. And the
It's called
scallops
a
are going to go on
smear.
top of that.
Well, sort of.
Kind of.
We're going to put the scallops down.
This is a mirror. How
This
cool is that?
a mirror. Think outside the box.
Yeah.
This
And
is
when
a-
your guests come over, they'll be oohs and ahs.
You guys got corn on your thing and you got it left over. I tossed it with a little bit of pico de gallo, sweet peppers and onions.
Okay.
And I made a roasted corn salsa. It's going right on top of that.
All right.
I finish off with a little bit of flour tortillas.
Nice.
Okay, remember our pasta dish?
With the oyster D?
Yeah, the oysters D right
Wow.
there. Okay, goat cheese. Everything's
Yes.
better with goat cheese on it.
Oh, man,
You know
look
what I
at
mean?
that.
That'll melt down, and all of a sudden your sauce, which was olive oil and white wine, a little bit of butter, becomes a little creamy.
It just stepped up a notch.
Just kick it up.
Okay.
Sweet potato hash.
Would you throw in that some
Fresh
spinach? Okay.
I would put Swiss chard. If you had some leftover collards, you know,
Okay.
you could take those. You know,
Ooh, that
collards.
would be good, yes.
Excellent.
That'd be really good.
And then I'm taking some spices.
So, do you, you just present that and then people just eat off of that, or they just serve off of that?
Yeah, you just serve
Okay.
right off of that. But see, it's a different presentation, so it's all of a sudden, it's the same food you got for Thanksgiving. Of course, this isn't.
Yeah.
But it's presented in a way that they're going to go, dang.
Yeah,
that
we're
was
coming
something
back
different."
here.
Now, remember those scallion flowers you kind of...
That I cut perfectly. Yes, I do,
That you cut
Chef
perfectly,
Wes.
that you're a true instructor.
It was just one.
What I did was I took a tomato, and I basically just peeled it.
It looks
All
like
right?
a rose.
And it looks like a rose.
And look at that.
Just like every rose, you have to have a bloom.
Oh.
Here's the thorn putting in the bloom.
Look at you. You were just awesome. We rocked out 3 dishes in 2 of our cooking segments and plated it up and still had time to talk about what's going on at the restaurant
And Duck.
in Duck, North Carolina.
You got it.
All right, real quick, you're located...
We're located in the heart of Duck, right across from the new town hall.
Okay.
That's where they're going to light the tree on December 2nd and 3rd, okay? So we've got a new town hall next to the Carolina Designs building.
All right. And you
Come
can
see
always
us.
visit them, redskycafe.com, or give them a call at 252-261-8646. All right, we're going to have all of this on our website, thehamptonroadshow.com. Chef West knocked it out the park. Fist bump on that one,
Later,
my friend.
baby.
All right, cool.
All right, we'll move over. Black Friday and Cyber Monday set a new holiday shopping date this season, Green Tuesday, for shoppers who want to do more than just spend. Joining us now is Amelia Baker from Green Alternatives in Norfolk. All right, tell me about this Green Tuesday concept.
So I think everyone's kind of taking advantage of that whole week that kicks off shopping after Thanksgiving. So we've had Black Friday, we have Small Business Saturday, we have Cyber Monday.
Right.
But Green Tuesday is now taking advantage of supporting environmentally forward gifts. So it's actually put on by Green America, which is a nonprofit. They're based out of DC. And they've had, I think for about a year, have had a deals website where it's kind of like Groupon or Living Social, but it's all green products. So they're kicking it off on their deals website, which is greendeals.org, and it'll run for a week, and they'll have various deals throughout the week for different green products that are fair trade or sustainable or recyclable, those types of products.
Is it kind of geared toward those products, or do they really take a look at companies that are leaving a small footprint and things like that? Or is it the product itself then?
I believe products.
Okay.
As I've been following it, I've seen more products through businesses that were kind of like the Green Alternatives retail store, where they were environmentally friendly products that you would buy, or fair trade products, but the company would be designed around the green product.
What kind of stuff are we talking about? What kind of stuff can we get?
You'll find a lot of fair trade crafts, which are really popular around this time of year. So fair trade crafts, no boundaries pretty much. So
bags,
scarves,
jewelry.
Exactly. And a lot of the fair trade organizations specialize in just fair trade. So they'll have the entire run of anything that you're looking for that's gifty, and maybe it's home decor or personal items like jewelry. But you'll also see some things like cleaning products, maybe companies that have environmentally friendly cleaning, maybe some clothing that's organic apparel or sustainable apparel. So it's everything that you'd normally see out in the store, but just in a green and environmentally
Is there a
friendly
place
product.
where people can kind of preview if there's something that they're thinking about getting, you know, from a traditional company or whatever, if they want to see if there's an equivalent kind of alternative that's a little more friendly, where can they go and look and then say, okay, I'm not going to get that on Black Friday or Cyber Monday, I'm going to wait until Green Tuesday and get it then?
You know, I think they could start with the Green Deals website and see what they've featured in the past and some of the other things that they've seen on there. You could also check out just doing searches for fair trade products just to see what companies are out there and see what they feature and get a good feel for the types of things that you would normally see as a green fair trade product or an environmental product.
What would you say to those folks? I mean, people get really attached to their products and they use what their mom used and their mom used. What would you say to somebody about, you know, just kind of opening their mind to maybe replacing whatever they're attached to with something that's going to be better for them and better for the environment?
Usually I say start with one thing because it's not that bad to try one new product. And if you really like it, then maybe you would be a little more open to trying something else. And if it works really well, then you kind of gain momentum that way. And if they're really using their mom's products, then they're probably pretty good for the environment, because that was before all of the synthetic chemicals.
That's a very good point. All right, so maybe keep some of those traditions alive and make new ones in baby steps. www.green-alt.com is where you can find more information about going green. Thanks so much, Amelia.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
Amelia with always some great ideas. Still ahead on the Hampton Road Show.
All right, if you think making a pie the old-fashioned way means not buying it in a box, you are definitely going to want to see this on this week's Tracy Tries It. Our Face of Fox, Tracy Page, takes it back to colonial times as he heads up to the Yorktown Victory Center to do Thanksgiving with a revolutionary flair. All right, welcome back today. It is Monday, which means, of course, it is time for another segment of Tracy Tries It.
That's right, and with Thanksgiving right around the corner, I decided to, you know, try to make a traditional dish. But of course, you know, with me, I had to do a little twist on it. Hey Hampton Roads, it's me Tracy, and I'm here for another segment of Tracy Tries It. You know, Thanksgiving is coming up, and I thought, why not learn how to make a traditional dish? So I'm here at the Yorktown Victory Center to do just that. However, there's a bit of a twist. They're going to teach me how the colonists did it on an open hearth. So let's see if I can try it out.
Well, that's pretty near perfect.
All right, so we're about to get started with our traditional Thanksgiving sweet potato pie. I'm here with Gretchen, and she's going to be my teacher today.
So what I've got out here is our pastry cloth, and we're going to take some of the flour and kind of just brush it around. So just kind of move it around like that. Yeah, that's perfect. We're going to kind of plop that in there, maybe kind of roll it around, and that way it'll get a little dusty. And then we're going to get our rolling pin.
All right.
And we're going to get that dusty too. All right, so we're going to kind of plop that in the center, and all you're going to do is just roll it out. Doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but a sphere in some way is a good.
Gotcha. Just make it look circle-like.
Yeah. Now what we need to do so that this won't stick to the pie pan is we actually need to rub it down with a little bit of lard.
Okay.
A lot of people are kind of freak out when they hear lard. Shortening works just as well at home, or butter. And so if you'll just take a little bit of this and kind of plop it down in there. And then if you don't mind getting your hands dirty, we're going to get to spread it around a little bit. So that'll come off of there.
So with my hands?
Yeah,
Okay,
and then we'll just kind of make sure we get it even. We'll be ready to pick it up and plop it right in the pan.
All right. So just blow it all up.
Pick it up. Perfect. For now, we'll set that aside.
All right.
And we'll get going on our sweet potatoes and cooking for you.
How much longer do you think it is to prepare things the old-fashioned way, I guess I'm going to say?
I don't think a whole lot longer. I mean, you can kind of cheat and do like certain things the old-fashioned way and do some things cheating a little bit. Like you could make the crust yourself and then buy canned fruit.
Yeah.
But really, most fruit that you put in there, like if you do apples, all you have to do is cut the apples and put them in. You don't have to do anything to the apples first. Sweet potato pie is probably a little more involved just because you are boiling them.
Okay.
All right, that's looking pretty good.
Okay.
All right, well what we'll do is we're going to add some butter, kind of scoop that out.
Scoop it up. And so how much sugar do we put in?
We're going to put, you're going to put about 3 of these scoops. Now the funny thing about receipts, what they would call recipes 200 years ago is they don't always have precise measurements.
I like my stuff sweet.
Yeah, we like it sweet. And sometimes sweet potatoes can be a little bitter. And now you can try your cinnamon. Now when you think that's good and even and everything's been distributed well, we're ready to scoop it into our pie. Looks pretty good. Another thing about recipes or receipts at the time, they're usually cooking for a large number of people.
Yeah.
And it's going to last for more than one meal.
Oh, okay.
So you'll have to keep that in mind when you're converting it to modern day recipes.
And so now what's the next step?
The next step is an egg wash on the crust.
Okay.
Perfect. And I sometimes use my finger, but since we got company, I'll just do it the proper way. All right. So now we're ready to put it in the oven.
Okay.
So we're going to take the hot coals from in here. We're going to put them right out on this, what would be a dirt floor.
Okay.
We're going to put that right on top of the coals.
Do we just set the pie inside?
We set the pie inside. It's hot.
Make sure that I'm not touching anything. Oh,
Perfect.
I'm gonna drop it. Okay.
So you know how the oven works at your house. You open it up. There's dual heating elements.
Yeah.
That's the same principle. We just don't have
Got you.
electricity. But I do have heat on top and I do have heat on bottom. Okay, just get you a good scoop.
Just dump them on top.
But that's it. I mean, it's kind of the original set it and forget it. We could walk away and go do something else if we had to. Come back and check on it when we need to.
Cool. So there you have it, Hampton Roads. I made my very first pie ever, and now it's time for that moment of truth. So let's take it off. Voila. There you go. I think it looks pretty darn good. I definitely eat a slice. I'm sure you guys would too. So until next time, Hampton Roads, I'm Tracy, and I tried it.
Had to do the
Yeah.
flour hand.
Let them know I was in there cooking.
Look at you,
Yes.
Chef T-Page. All right, I like it.
Yeah, shout out to my heart for beating through that tight T-shirt. Did you see it? We took a vote while that was playing. I'm not going to wear that anymore.
Don't ever wear that again.
Just boop, boop. You just saw all that. So, yeah, take notice. I do notice that too. It's not gonna be worn again. But yeah, I learned how to make a pie. I honestly didn't know how to make a sweet potato pie before. So.
But you can learn about their lifestyles and things.
Exactly. To learn more about the lifestyle of the Early Virginians, Thanksgiving, you can visit Jamestown Settlement and Yorktown Settlement in, this November from the 24th to 26th for their Foods and Fests at the Colonial event. You can also see them in December with 17th and 18th century holiday traditions at a Colonial Christmas. And also you can visit... I'm sorry.
All right, just
you can also visit historyisfun.org.
All right, we're going to have all that information on their events on our website. Buzz.
All right, back to the buzz. If,
right.
if you had to pick just one, pecan pie or pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin
Pumpkin. All right.
with whipped cream.
A little boat. And
Yes.
of course, we are talking all about travel arrangements this week for Thanksgiving. Megan says, my husband and the kids go to New York for Thanksgiving with his family. I stay behind and spend the weekend shopping. It's a great system for us. So how about that? Melissa Myers, I'm usually unable to leave for the holidays. I own a small pet sitting business. Critter sitter and my funny friends need me.
Her furry friends.
Her furry friends.
They might be funny too.
Funny furry
Those funny
friends.
All right, let's see. Louisa says she's staying put, having Thanksgiving weekend rather than day. Dinners with family and friends planned for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Last year we drove to my sister's house in Florida. Everybody met up and had one huge dinner. All right, we like your plan. Thanks for sharing them in the buzz. We're going to talk football
Be
next time.
safe.
All right, well, last week was contest week on the Hampton Road Show. We gave away some awesome prizes. Everyone who entered also qualified for that grand prize that we were telling you about, a pair of front row seats and meet and greet passes to see Amy Grant and Vince Gill's 12 Days of Christmas concert. That's December 8th at the Ted Constant Center. We have a winner, and that winner is Jeanette Mowry Pope from Franklin. I want to say congratulations to her. We'd also like to thank everyone who entered, and keep it here. Another contest week is coming soon, starting a week from today. Make sure to be watching this show for your chance to win an iPad.
Ooh, I want one of those.
iPad 2.
How about
the
that?
Deuces.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You've had two?
What's
Oh,
that?
never mind. You said iPad 2. I thought you were like, iPad 2.
Well, I
was
said
like,
duh,
well, go on.
French 2. Yeah.
Very good.
All right.
All right, so here's today's prize. It's not for an iPad, but still, let's take a look. Blank, good God, y'all. Peninsula Landmark. Guns, big and small, and lots of green. So the answer is the Virginia War Museum. So good job, whoever's out there that got it right.
We all knew it.
Yeah, we all knew it.
They're going to go ice skating.
They're going to go ice skating. Yeah, they get the passes to MacArthur on ice.
And we're going to go eat them here in a second.
We are with
Yep.
Chef West.
Okay.
Red Sky Cafe. Stay with us.
So, let me get this straight. The women get the flowers.
Yes.
And you don't
You
get
guys
to know
just-
what you got in there, Chris. It's ugly.
Oh, no. It's massaged in
Chef
here.
West from Red Sky Cafe. This is amazing with the Dr. Pepper sauce.
Yeah, that's
the
good.
Wonderful taste.
Yeah, it's just, it's pretty awesome. And come down. You're going to be busy on Thanksgiving Day, but hey, people don't have their plans together. Come see you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Also want to thank Tamalinkos from Tidewater Parents. She's got all the activities if you've got to keep your little ones busy at the dinner table for this holiday season.
That's right. And One Life Fitness was here. Go for the race on Thanksgiving morning.
All right, we're going to be back with another Hampton Roadshow tomorrow. We're going to keep talking about Thanksgiving, and be thinking, because this week we're going to be asking you about what your favorite traditions are and also your favorite recipes and things like that, leading right up until Thursday.
And Rec on the Road is the Charity Bowl for the Joy Fund.
Oh, good.
Football story
Nice.
tomorrow, too.
Yeah, lots of ways that you can show your gratitude this holiday. We'll see you
y'all.
tomorrow.